We G, we all Gucci, and we start in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome, you top lad. Hello, you big bloody beautiful legend. I had a great time this evening. It was raining, but I had a great time. मैं football खेलने गया था, okay, and it was raining heavily, okay. And I don't know, man. So okay, I'm not a slides kind of guy because I think firstly it's the most sorry excuse to be lazy. Like, dude, I've been actively trying to avoid like getting slides, okay. But I had to because I keep going for football and wearing like studs before you go play, like the whole half an hour before you get to the place and all keeping. No, it's not the best feeling. So you wear slippers and go and then you wear your shoes there. So I don't have slippers. Like I don't think any grown adult should wear like I don't know, women have slippers a lot, but I I just feel like it's not nice to have like okay, I firstly don't have the prettiest feet, so from a personal standpoint, slippers I don't want to wear. Okay. So I don't have slippers. Plus like during the lockdown I didn't go out much at all, so I didn't even need slippers. And whenever I go out I wear shoes. Right, unless so but नीचे दूध लेने जाने का है, right? If you want to go buy a pack of Lays or something, you need footwear that is not like difficult to put on. Okay. So I bought slides and like quite a few purposes served, right? Ease of use. But I just don't like it. It reminds me of Crocs, but without the back, like the thing that went behind. Like slides remind me of Crocs without the back strap, basically. And I got to think of it like when we used to walk in Crocs. You remember that sound that you know what I'm talking about? Like, do you recall what I'm saying? Like there was a there was a sound that used to come, and like people around you, so that like you don't get weirded out. Like what was it with like every time, like okay, even with moving chairs, even in any regard, right? When you move chairs or you make a sound that sounds similar to a fart, you have to do it again. Like no matter what you do, you have to make that sound again, or else you have farted. And in public, especially, like during my board exams, this has happened. I move my chair a little, and everything is quiet, right? During boards, like everyone's writing, concentrated, whatever, whatever. You can't fuck around; they'll kick you out. I have another board exam story. This is crazy, but I'll tell you all after this. Um, I was in board exam. This is my 10th boards, and I moved my chair a little bit, and it like very very similar to a fart sound. Okay, and the guy ahead of me was like, we're all batchmates only, and he was my classmate. So he turned behind, he looked at me, and he just gave me a look like, oh shit, like KK, did you fart? And both of us shared a look, and I was like, no, no. So I made that sound again, but it was not happening this time. But the more I did it, the more people thought I continuously farted. So six people have like all four sides people are looking at me, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna like leave. Like let me leave. But obviously I finished the paper, whatever, completed the paper. But a crazy fuck man, it's too hot. Sorry. Crazy board exam story. I'll tell you. This is my 10th standard boards, okay, and I used to drink a lot of water and a lot of like Gatorade and coffee and everything, right? Like I'm a big like liquids kind of guy, okay. Like I love sipping on something all the time. Like I have to have something to sip on, or else like I don't enjoy it. Like, which is why I drink a lot of coffee. Like the taste of coffee is amazing, and I don't like too sugary drinks are not my thing. Like I like a nice black tea. I like a nice like iced tea, but without the sugar, all of that, right? So I used to have a lot of like water and everything before my papers, and during the paper I used to go at least 3 times to pee. So there was one time, and the guy follows you right to the washroom, so that like the janitor, whatever, the peon, and he follows you, right, so that you don't like cheat and all. And there was one day, I think after my history paper, I came back home, and an hour and a half later, I get a call on my telephone. Okay, I get a call, and I pick up, and I was like, "Hello," and this is my principal, Sudeshna Chatterjee at the time. I don't know why her name dropped. I don't know, but whatever. She's like, "Hello, is this Karan Kapadia's home?" I was like, "Yes, yes. Who's this?" She's like, "This is Sudeshna Chatterjee here." I'm the principal of Jamnabai Nursery School, and I was like, oh fuck. Either somebody's like playing me. Like it, my first thought, because I knew I would do this to my friends, right? This is something I would do to my friends. So my instant reaction was about to be, चल बे चूतिए बाप को मत सिखा चल phone रख. Like it felt like the Star Fisheries incident. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, go ahead. And she's like, Karan Kapadia, we have received some complaints. Then she's like, is this Karan? I was like, yes, ma'am. She's like, we have received a complaint that you have been going to the washroom a lot. And if you will no more be allowed to go to the washroom during your board exams. I was like, what? And I started laughing because in my head I was like, what the hell? Like, are you stupid? You think I'm cheating? Like, go. I get it why. Looking at me, I get it why. Point number one. Point number two, obviously you think someone's cheating, right? Rational argument. But in my head, three things are going on. First thing, if my mom had picked up the phone or my dad had picked up the phone, oh my god, I would have, bro, pura, oh my god, dude. I can't even imagine. My mom would have literally, like, she wouldn't have told me about, like, the whole actual conversation they had. And she would have, like, started saying, you're expelled, they've kicked you out of school. And she would have started with that. And I'd be like, what? She's like, yeah, they caught you cheating. She'd make up stuff like, you've been caught on CCTV cheating and all that stuff. This is how my mom works. Like, it's 6 a.m. in the morning if I have to wake up. 4 o'clock she'll come and say, like, it's 6:30 already. And you wake up, like, today I had class at 8:30, okay? And, like, I usually wake up by 8:20 because it's a Zoom meeting, right? So I just wake up, just, like, wash my face, brush my teeth, have a coffee, right? And I sit for class, and then whatever bath I do after that. So she comes at 7:45. She's like, Karan! I'm like, what happened? It's already, your class has started. Your teacher is calling for you. What? How? What? What are you saying? How do you know my teacher is calling? What class is it? Do you even know? You have no idea. And then I wake up at 7:45 and then I fucking go back to sleep. But coming back, yeah, if any first thought, if my parents picked up, I would have been screwed. Second thought, who is monitoring me? Like, which teacher is snitching on me? Like, because my invigilators were all like not my school invigilators, right? So I was like, fuck, someone, invigilators snitching on me. Third thought, is this legit? Like, are they serious that, like, she basically told me that if you go to the washroom once again, they will not let you give any more board exams because they are suspecting that you're cheating. And she asked me, Karan Kapadia, have you been cheating? And firstly, if someone takes your whole name, right? If someone doesn't say Karan, have you, if she was like, Karan, you have been cheating in exams, I'd be like, yo, okay, listen, let me explain. She says, Karan Kapadia, you have been cheating in exams. Oh shit. Like, it immediately feels like they have proof. Like, you know, when someone takes your full name, you feel like they have proof. Like, Karan Kapadia, like, why are you not in class? Like, oh shit, like that. But yeah, basically, that happened. And I was like, fuck, bro. And after that, I didn't go to the washroom only. And after that, my boards got over. I went to meet the principal. I was like, man, was this a real thing? Like, or were you just like, scaring me? She's like, Karan, we have convinced them. Like, this is after the boards, right? So she has almost no reason to lie to me, which I'm sure she might have, maybe. But you never know, man. Teachers are assholes like that. I love teachers, the concept of having guru, teacher, whatever. But most of them are fucking assholes. Um, she told me we convinced them that you're not a student who cheats because they were very much doubting you and they were planning to, like, talk to you the next day and tell you that, we have written a official letter that Karan Kapadia has been going to the washroom a lot to the Delhi board, so that they can consider what the situation is. That we, like, ensured that, nothing is wrong. He's just a kid who must be drinking a lot of water. So, like, fucking crazy, bro. But yeah, coming back to the Croc story. The Croc story, the Crocs concept. Like, sound we used to make, okay. That used to happen firstly. Secondly, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Yes. We had gone to. I have one more story I wanted to tell you from my trek, which I really, really wanted to mention. The first time I heard of this, now I was like, "Fuck! I have to talk about my podcast." Like, on my podcast, this story has to go. We were at this cafe called Amigos. Okay, Amigo. By the way, if you ever end up going to Manali, please go to this cafe called Amigos in Old Manali. It is beautiful. Not Old Manali, I think Ball Road, but beautiful fucking cafe. Like, the cafe isn't gorgeous, the stuff there is amazing. Like, they have this um, this cake. I don't know, Bagsu cake. Okay, my friend and I at it shuts at 11. Okay, Yash, one of my boys who I met at the trek itself. We were all eating and all, and it was like 10:56, and where we were eating was a 4-6 minute walk from where we were, and Amigo shut at 11. Okay, so we have after our trek, like your legs are so sore. Okay, it's like you like it couldn't be any worse. We have ran the entire 5-6 minutes. We have like sprint walked basically, okay, like pace walking, and we have made it to eat that baksu. It's a dessert. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like okay, in cheesecakes they have that biscuit. I'm not a baker, so I don't know the terminologies, but they have that biscuit, right? On that biscuit, add like a chocolate icing, like an inch, not inch, like half it, like the thickness of my finger. That much is the biscuit, and the thickness of my thumb, like my index finger. This is my thumb. For anybody listening, the thickness of my thumb, the chocolate layer. So it's phenomenal. Okay, and I had yak cheese there. Trust me, you will love yak cheese. Like you might be looking like yuck. Sorry, bad joke, but come on, you know how it is. Yak cheese tastes like Parmesan cheese, just a little more creamier. And I'm not talking about the flaky Parmesan, like the powdery Parmesan you get from Kraft. I'm talking about like the veal Parmesan. Like if you don't know what Parmesan veal, like how Parmesan comes, it's a whole veal. As big as your गाड़ी का टायर ना उतना बड़ा wheel रहता है, and that entire wheel is Parmesan cheese, and they cut like chunks out of it, and if you want to make the powder they grate it. Parmesan cheese in its original form is very like crumbly, but yak cheese is also delicious, man. Like I'm almost considering going back to Manali just to eat that yak cheese. And I looked up on India Mart. I got so like I loved yak cheese so much, um, that I contacted somebody on India Mart. Like I looked up on India Mart who the fuck is selling yak cheese. I've called Amigos, they have refused to send it because I told them I'll pay for the whole wheel, I'll pay for the delivery. It's expensive, but not as expensive as, since it's like local, right? It's not that expensive. But Amigos refuse to deliver because they think I'll sell it here, right? And I told them, you remember the kid who had come who tried it and fucking lost it and this and that. They're like, I'm sorry, we don't remember you. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Very, very fair argument. But yeah, we were at Amigos Cafe, and they do this very nice thing. There's a bridge in France. I don't know, in Paris. I think there's a bridge where you put like locks and all on the bridge, and memories or all whatever. Fuck, sorry guys, I yawned, and I'm very tired. It's like 2:15 in the fucking in the night. But moving on, yeah. Bro, again the coffee thing, man. I don't know. I had a coffee at 6. Now I'm fucking up. But like the moment I go to lay down, what's the worst part? The worst part about being sleepy at night at like 2 is that when you're doing something now, like you feel sleepy. Like you'll go to do something, like let's say, at night you've made a decision. You know what? I'm no more gonna surrender to this like nightly routine. If I'm up at night, I'm gonna do some work. Cool. You sit to do some work, and the moment you sit to do some work, you feel like, you know what? I'm just gonna try and sleep. And the moment you go back on your bed, fuck. The moment you go back and sleep on, like, try to sleep on your bed, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm not that sleepy. And then it's a vicious cycle, man. So till 4, you'll be up, and you'll get, like, you sit like a complete dunce, like a dunce for no reason, and get done, like, you just do sweet fuck all. That's it. But coming back, in Amigos Cafe, just like the Paris locks thing, okay? Like it's a nice bridge. I don't know what it's called, but it's a nice bridge where they have these locks. You write Karan plus Pushpa and Rohit plus Ria, all that you will put. But obviously, cooler people go to Paris, so they'll be like John and Kelly and all of that instead of like Santosh and Namika and Fatima and Hussein. But yeah, yeah, so it's similar. The concept is that you write something on a tissue paper and you tape it up on the walls of Amigos. So it's like a nice entire interior filled with tissue papers with like memories of people, because Manali is a traveler's place. Like a lot of travelers come there. So many people come there to discover themselves and all whatever. But a lot of people write down their memories. Someone draws something nice. Like it's very nice. It's a very nice vibe. Okay. The fucking problem is that Indian dudes cannot seem to keep it in their pants. And by cannot seem to keep it in their pants, I mean they're so desperate that even on that fucking tissue paper, they'll write, lovely memories, this, that, we have done the most beautiful things. Like there was a guy who wrote like three dudes, okay, we came here from, back home where we didn't feel like we belong. When we've come here, we feel like we belong. We're one with Mother Nature, this, that. By the way, hit us up on Instagram. Seriously, bro. Like how? Like what degree? And it's all dudes. It has to be. And I know, someone might make the argument that no, Karan. Maybe they just want to make beautiful bonds with people who might have connected with them through that tissue paper. Really, really. Which individual goes out there in public and gives out their like Instagram handle to everybody? Writes it on a damn tissue paper. I don't think anybody does that. And if you make that argument, you're fucking stupid. You, they're not even like, I'm sure they're not like travel bloggers or something because none of their names resembled anything like travel something something, right? I'm pretty sure. And it was all dudes, five of them wrote down their Instagram handles. What makes you think that someone is going to firstly fall for something you have written on a tissue paper? You know, it's like finding a diamond, right? Like assuming they are the diamonds, you find a diamond in a fucking what? In a mine. I don't know what the phrase is, I forgot, but looking like, let's say a chick is okay, she's she's out in Manali having a good time. There's a girl gang, she's with the girls, she's looking for some fun, right? All of them up. Stumble across amigos, eat there, and they're like, I wish I had someone to hit on. I wish someone hit on me. She reads the tissue paper to her left, which is on the wall. She reads that tissue paper, sees your Instagram handle, and you think she's gonna DM you. Wow. Yadav and Aniket and Pankaj and Nachiket have such beautiful stories. I am going to message them and I am going to make sure that they fuck me. You think that is what's happening? Like, how dumb are you if you think that that is in any shape or form life exists in that regard? But on that note, I think I've spoken for a very long time and I appreciate you being here if you have stuck around for a very, very long time. I will see you very, very soon, and by very, very soon I mean this Saturday because I think I'll upload another one. Like I'll keep it like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and I'll try and get a guest every Monday. I don't know how it works about. There's a lot to figure out, man. But whoever is here, how many ever of y'all are here, I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.